Hello, everyone. Welcome to Med School Moments. My name is Dr. Matthew Momjian, and today we're going to be discussing how to transition smoothly into medical school life. In today's episode, brought to you by MedSchoolCoach, you'll learn how to overcome common challenges you'll face in the transition to medical school. You'll discover how to optimize your time to balance both work and learning effectively, and you'll understand how to make the most of your medical school journey. So let's get started. So starting medical school is a really big transition, and it requires you to adapt in a lot of ways that you may not have had to do before. And in order to successfully make these adaptations, the first step you're going to need to make is to realize that the same skills and strategies that you used to succeed when you were in undergrad may not directly translate to success in medical school. In medical school, the volume of material that you'll be going over is significantly greater than it was in undergraduate material. And you also have to get through that material much more quickly. So be open to trying new strategies and methods early on in med school and try to develop a system that works well for you. I really recommend being open to trying out new methods of studying and new study skills like flashcards, having someone quiz you, watching videos, and other things like that. At first, there may be a kind of adjustment or trial and error type period, but eventually you'll kind of start to get in the swing of what works well for you and what allows you to excel and learn things as quickly as possible. It's also really important to get in the habit of studying regularly and keeping up with new material. Unlike undergraduate courses, cramming and pulling all-nighters is not an option in medical school, and you will fall behind very quickly. You need to establish a pattern and a schedule that works for you to allow you to regularly review old material in addition to learning new material and stay up to date on all of it at once. You really need to study consistently every day, not just spend all of your time studying right before an exam trying to cram everything, because that's not going to lead to success. The real key is to study regularly and keep up with your lectures every day. In addition, medical school has a huge amount of memorization, and that memorization is over a much longer period than in college, where you often only have to learn things for one semester. In medical school, you'll often be asked to call upon knowledge that you may have learned 2, 3, or more years ago in clinical practice. So if you used to memorize by, let's say, just writing things out or brute force memorizing it, this can be a big challenge because, number one, the amount you have to material is very large. The amount you have to memorize is very large. And number two, the ability to memorize all of that and retain it for a period of years is much less likely. Some of the best ways to do memorization that I like include flashcards like Anki, which is a digital flashcard app, study guides made by others, concept maps, and video memorization tools. I also recommend that you work to try to develop some new time management strategies because in medical school, you're going to have to be more efficient with your time and get studying done in smaller periods of time. You won't always have huge blocks of time like you may have had in undergrad to study however you want. When you first start, I really recommend to everyone that you try to avoid overcommitting yourself. When you first start medical school, there's going to be so many options of places you can spend your time, clubs, extracurricular activities, service projects, and these are important and valuable, but your studies have to come first. Take the first semester or at least the first month or two to really focus on finding a study strategy and a time management skills that work well for you, and then start to work on adding other things into your schedule. Self-care, of course, is so important. This is a really long journey, and you're going to want to develop a system that allows you to take care of and prioritize yourself so that you can show up and prepared to do well and take care of others. Make sure you're making time every week for wellness activities like spending time with your friends or family, going on a hike or a long walk, doing a hobby that you may like. These things are going to be important for the rest of your career, and it's important to start to make the time for that now. My last piece of recommendation is to really learn from those around you and those in the classes above you. Your classmates, both of your current class and from prior classes, have such a wealth of information to share with you about what may have worked for them, about what study strategies work for certain classes, what certain professors may highlight from a certain book or what resource they may draw out of, and really try to connect with others and draw on their experience to make your experience as smooth as possible. So today we covered how to make the adjustment to medical school, how to prioritize memorization, how to take care of yourself, work on time management, and really learn from others. And these are all skills that are going to serve you for the rest of your medical career, not just for medical school. I'm Dr. Matthew Momjian, and this has been a Med School Moment, brought to you by MedSchoolCoach. If you want more personalized advice, scan the QR code on your screen or click the link in the description to book a free consultation with our enrollment team. Your path to becoming a physician is important to us. Have a good day.